Okay, so I told you that there's one more thing that you could get that would help you actually make this a usable piece to practice PDR with. I was making an error there because there's actually two things that you need. One is, this is a diffuser that actually comes from Home Depot as well. All these pieces are made by Lithonia, Lithonia, so you could actually get them off Home Depot's website if you wanted to. But this cover really diffuses this light down. This is, again, I told you this is a T5, it's really bright and it's really small. So a lot of intensity in a small bulb, but when you put this cover on it, it looks good. And you could use it just like that, but I'm going to show you one more tip, and that is 2 pieces of stripe tape. Now what that's going to do 2 things for you on the bulb. It's going to dim it down just a teeny bit in your direction, but it's also going to do something else for you. So I'm going to show you how to stripe. Now what I'm about to show you right now is actually how you stripe a car. Basically, if you start at one end, and I'm going to recommend to you, you might want to come in on that really you want to start a little bit off center. So you're going to leave, imagine in your mind that we're going to leave a little bit of a white stripe in the center, and so we're going to go off to the edges by just a little bit of an angle. So when you're striping, if you tack down one end like that and then basically pull off the adhesive backing and then just stretch it just a little bit or pull on it tight, it'll wind up straight or fairly straight. Straight enough where it's a good guide. And then just tear off your excess and you've got a stripe. Now we're going to do one more. We're going to put it beside it, but we're going to leave that white gap in the center of it. Okay, so now your bulb is striped, and you take your diffuser. Now let me mention something about your diffuser. You notice that it's going to run into our black piece. I have not done so here, but if you want to, and it's easy to do with a razor blade knife, just go ahead and notch out your diffuser so it fits over your paintbrush holder. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on just up to it and show you what that looks like. And it's kind of important, it fits on there just about right, and the depth of the diffuser matters, how far it's in there. And I'm going to plug that in so you can kind of get an idea of what we're working with. So what you got here is a very low-cost light fixture. Now you notice that it's got the stripes in it, and you can use those to do paintless dent repair. So now you have a light that you could use for practicing PDR for really less than $100 that you can walk out of a hardware store with. And I'm glad that you watched how to do this. I'd like to show you a lot more, and there's a lot more about lights to learn. You've probably seen a lot of YouTube videos about the different kinds of lights, line boards, shadow lights, reflectors, outside pieces that people use. And I'd like to explain that to you a little bit better because I've been around long enough to know the history of lighting and what's used and why and really where it all came from. And once you know the why, then how is not so tough. And that's what a lot of my students have said. And so we have on the inside of our Paintless Mentor system, which you can now view fully online for the low cost of $197, just click the link below and it'll take you right to that order page. You can even see some samples on there if you want. But I'm particularly excited about one of my videos called the lighting video. And it shows you, again, the history of all the lights. And I'll show you why we did what we just did, why that works. I'll even show you a couple of things you can do to this light to modify it and make it an even better light to do with PDR with. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you'll join us inside. Hope you become a member of the Paintless Mentor system. But either way, I appreciate you as a student. Thanks for watching.